Yeah.
But keep going up further than that. But keep going on. And you'll see there'll be two cottages, small houses together. On the opposite side of the road.
Yeah.
And there's another house this side saying Station House, and it was in the station, don't mind that. And there are two houses on the opposite side. And they lived in the end one.
On the end one?
Yeah, and I'd imagine they were all born there.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they didn't move out, like I remember them out in Martinstown, but they were big lads. I never knew them now, going to school or anything, because they were older than me.
Oh, they were, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm 72.
Yeah.
I was born in 1934, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of them would have been at school. There might have been somebody young, might have been in the big boys' class, but I wouldn't know them.
Yeah. There was a Nick, he might have been the youngest, Nick.
Yeah, I think he was.
And he was 10 years younger than my dad. My dad was born 1919, so Nick's probably born 1929.
Yeah, well then he'd be a few years younger than me.
So
but he probably was still at school, maybe.
Yeah.
There was one lad with gingery hair, he was good looking.
Yeah.
I think that was him, was it?
That was probably Nick.
Yeah, he was a nice looking fella.
Yeah.
And he probably was in England, was he then? Would he come home and back?
He went to England,
yeah. He'd wavy hair, I think.
Yeah.
I'd be only a child, but I'd remember him now, you know.
Yeah, that'd be Nick.
And he's the only one I really remember as that age young man. Tom worked for my father as well as Kit. Kit was kind of always at home in Martinstown, and he did work for that, but he went into hospital. But I would have met him afterwards in the hospital, because my father was a patient for a while too. And their mother died in hospital. You knew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I never knew the woman, never saw her. My cousins wasn't life hard.
Yeah.
You know, there probably wasn't much, maybe postnatal depression or something.
Yeah, I think you're right. We had 9 boys.
Jesus, wouldn't that give anyone depression?
Oh, I know. I know, 9 boys.
And trying to feed them.
Yeah, I know, exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
And back then, like I say, things were a lot tougher back then. I mean, you know, the woman never worked, and I guess the guy was probably, you know,
wasn't a lot good at working either. Maybe there wasn't the work around though.
Yeah, exactly. That was a depression back then too, eh?
Yeah, that was Peter, now your grandfather. Yeah. He had 2 brothers that I knew of.
Yeah.
Bridgie McGuire's father, I don't know what his name was. Bridgie Kyogan.
Yeah.
Now she lives, and they lived up the hill from where your grandfather would have ended up. He was your grandfather's Peter, and there was Pat. Was it Pat Kyogan? Was Pat the other man? He was a bachelor. He never married. He had a moustache.
Yeah. Now that would be Peter's brother.
Another brother, single brother.
Yeah.
And he worked in Coggles up there, and he had a house in the yard. That's where the convent is now. In fact, the convent is gone now too. But there was a lovely courtyard in there, was stabling and that in it, and he worked in it.
Yeah. You remember Jerry at all? Jerry was my father.
I know his name, yeah. I would. I probably did. What age would he be now? You said
he passed away 85. He was born 1919, so he'd be 88 right now. Yeah. He'd be 88.
88, yeah. Well, I suppose there would have been people around that would have gone to school, but they're nearly all gone. Matty Connor now died in the last year or two. And I think one of those, that old man used to work, that Pat, used to work in Connor's pub up here too, doing jobs like the bottling and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And because he did, he used to be in and out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And like, Matty Connor's dead now, he would have known.
Yeah.
He's the last of his family. His sister's in England, she's over 90, she wouldn't be home for years. But now they'd have known too, because his father originally was from out Kilkeelan, out near Martinstown. You know, they would have known. You know, people have known each other.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. See, my aunt always said Trim, eh? I always thought he was from Trim. You know, so I wasn't sure if it was Trim or Ratboy or anything like that.
They'd never talk about it?
No, they don't talk about it. You know, like my father never told me where, you know, I don't know where my father, my father for years says Cork. He always said he was born in Cork, like, eh? So I always thought he was born in Cork.
And how did you find that boy then?
Well, my aunt says no. Your father wasn't born in Cork. Your father was born in Atboy.
Who's your aunt?
My aunt is married Nick.
Dodie.
Yeah. She's
still
alive. In Canada.
She's in Canada.
Yeah, but was she from Ireland?
I'm not too sure. There again, I'm not too sure.
She might have been from England.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah, he might have met her there and went.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, lots of people did that. But I'd imagine that your father went to England first before he went to Canada. Yeah, that would have been very common.
Yeah.
And that's probably where he met your
he worked in a coal mine someplace.
Yeah, they would have got assisted passage then if they wanted to go for £10.
Okay.
And some place you could go to Australia that way too. But they might have made the fare and gone on their own way. But I know now somebody that comes home from Australia, I was doing a bit of family stuff with them, and they were telling me they went from England.
Yeah.
And they were living in England, and I don't know that they even need £10.
Yeah.
But they certainly didn't need a passport.
This is to go to England?
From England to Australia.
To Australia, or from England to Canada.
Yeah, this would be 40 years ago, like, you know, they were taking them, shipping them out.
Yeah.
But I remember 2 lads I knew, one of them died in America. He did very well in Canada, or in Australia, and he went on £10 assisted passage, himself and his brother.
Yeah.
And they went to Melbourne then.
Yeah.
But he left that then. I think his brother's still over there, the other brother. But he went out to America and did very well.
Yeah.
In Detroit and that. But he died suddenly then there last year.
Yeah.
But he came and he's a house home here as well. Like he did extremely well. But he worked hard.
Yeah.
Just lucky too, I suppose. Some people.
Yeah. See, my dad met my mother. I don't know much about the history, but my mother's from Swansea. I was born in Swansea.
Yeah, in Wales. Yeah, he probably went over working over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he said he's working the coal mine.
Yeah, he probably would have had. Yeah, there was a lot of that after the war.
Yeah.
You know, there was a big attraction. The money was good. Well, I suppose it was 16 or 17 pound, but it was money.
Yeah, for sure.
But they were only earning 3 here, you know.
Yeah. He worked in Medgar, and she lived outside Swansea, and I was born in a little village called Pontedillas.
Yeah.
So we're taking a ferry down to.
And have you many relatives up there belong to your mammy?
No. Oh, I don't know. Never been back there.
Did you know her name before she was married?
Collins.
Collins, yeah.
Yeah, her name.
Sounds kind of Irish.
Yeah. I don't know. I think.
But I'm sure there would have been a connection between Ireland and Wales because they weren't that far apart.
Sure, exactly. Yeah.
I see in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there were a lot of people that went over to work and you know stayed.
Yeah.
There'd be an awful lot of Irish in Liverpool now.
Yeah.
Liverpool would be extremely Irish.
Yeah.
But they say a lot of people left Ireland after the famine and they thought they were going to America and they ended up in Liverpool because the people that were running the boats cut them and took the money like you know.
Oh, is that right? Ended up in Liverpool.
Yeah, they couldn't read or write, I suppose.
Oh, jeez, yeah. See, our name's all spelled different. It's Keoghan. Some people
Keoghan. Is that how it's spelled?
Yeah. And down in Cork, they were saying it's Keoghane. And
is that Thomas people I'd say that?
Yeah.
But they're gone swanky. They put on an E. That's posh.
Okay. Oh, is that right, eh?
My neighbours next door were Browns.
Yeah.
You know, W.N. John Brown. I was called himself John.
Yeah.
But Bridget's wife, she put an E in the Brown.
Oh, yeah. That's what they did in Cork. That's why, yeah. Because Gwen was trying to find our relatives in Cork, but they said they couldn't find us. My aunt said she had a letter because she'd been over here, and she says that they're spelled with an E. So that's what it is down in Cork, eh?
Did you find all the lads? How many lads were there in the family?
9 altogether.
Was there only 9? Is that? I thought there might have been more. I didn't know.
Yeah, 9 boys.
I knew there were all boys, a lot of boys. Yeah. Who was the eldest?
Jim.
Was Jim, and then he was married, and he was the first that I knew to be married.
Yeah.
She was Connell, his wife, and I don't know what her second name was. They were probably married in that boy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Connell.
What age would Anne be, I wonder? What do I think?
He's going to be close to 90. Yeah.
No, Anne is his daughter by his first marriage.
Oh,
she was a red-haired girl, and her mother was a Connell.
Oh, yeah.
She'd be...
She's going to be...
And I'm just to think who she's in her 60s.
I was going to say in her 60s.
Yeah.
Gwen's 40 from the second marriage, eh?
Yeah, she probably would be.
Yeah, Gwen's 40. She has 2 older sisters.
Yeah.
About her own full sisters.
Yeah.
And did she never mention about the steps?
No, I don't think they talk or anything.
Did they know her? Did they know each other?
No, they don't really know each other.
And what became of them?
I don't know.
I don't know. She, like I said, we just talked to Gwen. We spent the night last night with Gwen, eh? Over in
She's been to Canada. Gwen has been to Canada. We met her before.
Yeah. She'd been to Canada to visit...
and I wonder what happened those two, because they were quite young when their mother died.
Yeah, how many did she say there were?
3, I thought she had 3.
Were there 3?
Yeah.
See, I only remember the boy being in the hospital. I think his name was Oliver or something, but I might be totally wrong now.
It could be.
But she was Anne, definitely, and she was red-haired.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Riley out in Markstown was her auntie. She was a Connell. And I think she stayed with them for a while. But sure, Mrs. Riley had a family of her own. I mean, she wouldn't have had a lot for her. And I remember Anne coming into work when she was a little one in Plunkett's out there. She was only a child. She must have been 14 when she left school. Yeah. And I don't know what became of her after that.
Yeah.
The father must have gone to Dublin. I think he brought those 2 kids with him to Dublin.
It could be.
Did he work in a sawmill up there?
A sawmill?
Yeah.
I don't really know. Jim? Happy Jim, eh?
Yeah, he did, yeah. He worked in the sawmill down here.
Yeah, well, Jim did.
And he lost fingers and he got compensation and he bought a horse and cart.
Was that right?
Yeah, to start up on his own. But you see, he wouldn't. The horse and cart wasn't much good unless you had plenty of work.
Yeah.
You're better off with a week's wages.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. No, you're probably right.
The times were bad too.
Yeah.
You know, there was no such thing as anyone investing in you, giving you a heap of money to get going. You know, kind of.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think he did go to Dublin because, like I said, where they lived was just outside Dublin.
Yeah, because Dick Sermon got that house afterwards.
Yeah, and his boys...
It was a council cottage. I think he didn't own it. You see, you could nowadays you can get into a house and you can start paying almost immediately and you get a title deed, but you didn't those years, and there was a thing called vesting, and you'd have to be in it a long time before you do it, and you paid extra for it. And of course a lot of people didn't bother either, you know.
Yeah.
And so then they put another tenant into it. So Dick Sermon got that, and I don't know how long he was back in it. It's sold now, and it was all completely done up.
Yeah.
Different people have lived in it since.
Yeah.
But that would have been where that little girl, now that Anne probably was born.
Oh,
yeah, because the what